Hello. I want to let you know that you are not behind in life. If you are a part of the 30 plus crew, even if you are like the 20-ish plus crew, just know that you are not behind in life. I think a lot of us have expectations of how we expect our lives to pan out from when we're younger, looking forward to life, because that's what we do. We start to envision, we start to have these like dreams for ourselves when we're older, and we just really start to kind of plan out our life. And especially when it's like the milestone ages, so like 18, 21, 25, 30. I feel like 25 and 30, like between that time frame, that's definitely when we're like, okay, we need to start what I planned out when I was 10 years old. It needs to be happening now. But then, we get to those ages and we realize that life does not life the way we thought it liked when we were 10 years old, right? When you get to 25, you're like, oh, maybe I need a little bit more time. And when you get to 30, you're definitely like, oh yeah, even more time. So I wanted to talk about in this video how you are not behind in life and you are in fact right where you need to be. And if you are feeling like you are behind in life, then continue watching this video and hopefully it gives you some inspiration and lets you know that no, you're fine where you are, and different ways that you can overcome those feelings, because I know that it's no fun to feel like you're behind in life. But first, please make sure you like this video, you subscribe to the channel, and you engage in the comments, because I'd love to hear about your experience, if this is something that you're currently experiencing, or if it's something that you've been able to overcome with this feeling like you're behind in life. So I wanted to share like my experience of feeling behind, because it is not a unique experience at all. I know that a lot of us probably struggle with this feeling. Maybe like you don't have the career that you thought you would have. You're not living in a city that you thought you would be living in. You don't have the relationship you thought you would have. There's a lot that goes into feeling like you are behind in life. And many feelings come up because of that, right? The confusion as to why this is not working out for you, just feeling stuck, maybe feeling disappointed, unfulfilled. Like, oh my gosh, I've had so many feelings of feeling like unfulfilled. And then the big one, just feeling like you are playing catch up. This feeling of being behind in life definitely hit around like mid-20s to late 20s, I would say. Going back to school for my master's and then starting my profession and then realizing that it was not at all what I wanted to do is definitely just like a blow, because it's like you have these expectations of you're going to start your career and be fulfilled in that career, and then to have the realization that this is not something that I want to do long term. It's a shift, and it's also coming to terms with the fact that, okay, so what now? What is about to happen right now? And it was during that period and like during those late 20s that I was just like feeling really down about that, and not really feeling like I knew what I was going to do, not feeling like I knew where my place would be like in the world. A lot of us kind of struggle with this feeling of what happens when something like that occurs. What happens when you embark on a new idea, when you embark on a new job or journey or whatever you want to call it, and then you realize this is not at all what I thought it would be. Like, it kind of just blows up in your face. And for me, that was like the experience that I was having. I was like, okay, I'm gonna do this. I'm excited to do this. And now that's actually not the case. There were a lot of moments where I was crying in therapy, y'all. I was crying in therapy and I was just kind of feeling like, oh my God, like, why is this my life? Like, why don't I know what I want to do? Like, how can I get to the place where I know what I want to do? And it's a lot. It's a lot to deal with. That's how I was feeling. You know what was contributing to that as well was just like comparing myself to other people. Oh, comparison is the thief of joy. Let me tell you, when you compare yourself to others, you just feel like you ain't ish, right? You feel like what you have done is like nothing in comparison to what everybody else is doing. I was having a lot of those feelings. I'm comparing myself to other people's lives. And it's such a detriment to be doing that because you don't know what these people have gone through to get to that stage in their life. You don't know the struggles that they have went through. You only see the outcome, right? So like to even compare myself to others and that contributing to my feeling of being behind, I was all messed up, y'all. I told you I was crying in therapy like weekly. I was crying in therapy. So that feeling is not unique. So I want you to know, if you are feeling like you are behind, like I said, you're not. You're not behind. It takes work to program your mind to thinking that you are behind, and also disconnecting from the idea of what it even means to be behind in life. What is this imaginary timeline that we create for ourselves? Or no, we don't create it for ourselves. It's what society tells us about the stages that we should be taking in life. And we internalize a lot of those feelings. When we hit these certain ages, we're thinking, okay, I should have this, and that. And when you don't have that, then you feel like, naturally, you feel like, okay, I need to catch up because everyone around me, it probably is working towards that or has that. And oftentimes, like, maybe that is the case, but there's a lot of times where people are not at those specific stages in life. What personally helped me, I know everybody does not have access, but therapy. Therapy helps, or just having somebody you can talk to, possibly a coach, maybe a mentor, somebody that can help you work through and process these feelings, because it's hard to do that on your own. It's hard to figure out why you're feeling this way, because you might not even know that, like, because of the way society is set up, this is why you're feeling this way. Because of everything you have learned since you were young, this is why you're feeling this way. So having a coach, having a therapist, having a mentor, having somebody that can help you work through these feelings. And I am a coach. And if this is something that you struggle with, if this is something that you identify that you would like more help with, then you need to reach out to me, okay? Because I can help you process those emotions and those feelings. This is life experience, right? I said that this is things that I have experienced myself, so I've been able to work through that and process that, and I would love to help you do the same. You can find information about my coaching program in the description box, and I would be happy to chat with you. But yes, so let's get back into it. Something that has also helped me is to, I think, taking like inventory of everything that you have done so far in life really does help. We forget just how far we've come in life because we're comparing our wins to other people. It's not going to look the same. Everyone has a unique life experience. So take inventory of all of your accomplishments thus far. Keep it up on a mirror, keep it on your wall, keep it on your phone, keep it somewhere so that you can see that, okay, I'm not behind. I have done this, and that. And it doesn't matter how small, how big it is. If it's important to you, it's something that you should be aware of, that you should remind yourself of. Keeping a list of all of your accomplishments will definitely help you. Something else I do believe can be hard, but is so important. I've probably said this in other videos, but watching how you engage and interact with accounts on social media. Social media will have you feeling like you have done nothing, okay? Social media is such a curated place that you see somebody that's your age that is on a whole nother level, and you're like, oh my God, like, why don't I have that? Like, why am I not right there? But you cannot compare yourself to those people because you don't know what's going on in their lives. It definitely can contribute negatively or positively to your life. And if you're feeling behind in life and you're always on social media, always consuming certain content that makes you feel that way, then it's time to do some evaluation, because that feeling is not going to go away if you're continuing to repeat the same behavior and have the same patterns. Something else I'll share that helped was being nicer to myself, being kinder and nicer to myself about the stage I was at in my life, like in my mid to late 20s. Being nice and speaking to myself nicely and not feeling like I need to beat myself up, because We do that a lot. We beat ourselves up a lot without even knowing it. Sometimes we talk down on ourselves or we speak bad about ourselves, maybe in a joking way sometimes. And that only contributes to those negative feelings of feeling like you're behind in life. So being nicer and kinder to myself and being more gentle with myself definitely helped me overcome those negative feelings I had. It takes a lot of learning new ways to be. You have to thank yourself for how far you have gotten in life. You have done the things and you're continuing to do the things. So be nice, be kind, and be gentle to yourself. So I hope this video helps you today. I hope it, kind of puts things into perspective. If you are struggling with feeling behind in life, just know that you are not. And it is also okay to feel that way. That is not a unique feeling to have. But if you would like to overcome it, maybe try following some of these techniques or strategies and seeing how that helps you. But if it does, let me know in the comment sections below. And if you are interested in coaching, check out the description box in this video. And I will see y'all in the next one. Bye, y'all.